ako si Filipino Samura, taga Pampandan, Dumaguete City.
My name is Donglas from Kenya.
Most of the marathons in the world, including the ones here in the Philippines, for the most part, especially like Boston, New York, or London, where you have in the tens of thousands of participants, the biggest challenge is clearing yourself of the mob. After you clear yourself, the course is easy, it's flat, especially if you've been training. And our course, it's self-clearing because at some point, distance just occurs between competitors because of the difficulty. It's all about challenge, that's all it is. We don't have Mount Everest here, but we can create one.
Ang na-experience na ko ron sa route, walang nabaguhan ko sa route kay usually ang dagan ako sa dalan lang, tapos wala yung mga rough road. Karon kasi nasya ako, magtanan ako, bukid dahil akong giagian. Tapos, ang terrain is dahil mga bato. Twice na ako na takilbo, pero it's a part of the game.
You have a concrete road, and then sometimes you pass through uncharted area, I think, because you don't know people around there. So yeah, I think it's challenging at the same time, but it was fun.
The other one is, again, it's about environmental issues. Simply because, you know, in order to appreciate environmental issues, you have to go out into the environment. And the same thing here is, you know, we want to save our environment here in Dumaguete. It's a beautiful place, but I would say easily more than 90% of the population here in Dumaguete has never been past Terra Alta. You can research anywhere in the world how many places have adjacencies of the kind of biodiversity that we have. Not many. I know many students here come from those areas, so they live in it, right? But what about the runners? I mean, the thing is, let's face it, about marathons is, if you run a marathon, you're affluent, right? And if you're affluent, you're not going to be caught dead walking on a foot trail to somebody's lipa hut up in the mountains, right? No, that's not going to happen. But if you run a race and you place these people because of the course in these areas, then they have an appreciation of what is just literally a few kilometers away.
Just like in any other events, an event starts with a registration. So me and my team developed an online registration wherein runners who are interested to participate in the Dumaguete Adventure Marathon, they just go online and register their names, their age, and choose their race category. Before the race proper, we required a check-in process because based on our previous experiences in the dam, we encountered problems. So in order for us to ensure that the information that they registered online are correct, before they start the run, they have to check in just like in boarding a plane. So we place a QR code so that we'll just have to scan the QR code and automatically it will display the information. After checking in, runners are now instructed to go to the starting line, and we are using the Jaguar timing system to keep track of their running time. Each runners are given a timing chip placed at the back of their race bib, and these timing chips are being read by the antennas that are placed right on top of the finish line. So as the runner passes through the antenna, or even 10 meters before the antenna, the chips are being read until they pass through the finish line, and their time is being recorded. But there are cases wherein if the race bibs are not being worn properly, it would be hard for our antenna to read the timing chip. So we developed an app wherein the barkers will manually input the race bib numbers for incoming runners even before they reach the finish line, and automatically the time will be recorded in the database. Anyone would like to have their photos taken, so we developed also an iPad app called Shutter, wherein people could just take their photo, and they'll have the background of the event. And we also placed a printer, so whoever wanted to have their photos printed, and they could print it right there. We're giving wooden bowls, rice bowls, as the trophy or as the medals for finishers. So we're using a laser technology wherein the laser cuts through the wood and follows whatever design that we inputted in the computer.
The wooden bowl was first conceived last year because this is where advocacy comes in. The thing about rice is a very noble food, but a very simple food for its basic needs, right? We're trying to show, that a modest food like rice, even carried in a rice bowl, has great importance to a culture.
So far, okay naman ang resulta. Walay na-injury, wala pa siguro nahuman ng 42, but ang 21, humantanan. Pasalamat na nahumantanan.
It's a good organization, this race is very nice. Maybe next time we'll come again.
It's my first 21K. I've never done 21K before. I usually go 10 kilometers or 5, but this one was the best because I tried my 21 and I really made it. So I'm happy.
I can say it's very challenging, but it's quite fun. And for sure, I'm gonna be here next year.
Panahon na basig makaduwa po ta sunod.
Salamat ako sa sponsor sa foundation sa tanan.